everybody, I'm Mandy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a really quick video just regarding my Sarah wallet that I sent off to Louis Vuitton, the workshop in Paris, to get fixed. I did mention it before in a couple of my other videos that I was going to do a Louis Vuitton collection, but I couldn't do it because I was missing one essential piece that I do use a lot. So this is really just for any of my fellow YouTubers and friends that have and like Louis Vuitton and have any issues or any problems with them. Just to show you what condition it came back in. Now the only problem is I forgot to take a picture of what it was like before I went, but I'll give you a rough idea. So we'll just quickly get on with it. It's just a very quick video. I originally sent the repair off in January, and I didn't think January of this year. I didn't actually think it was that far back. They give you the documentation and everything saying where it's going and give you a rough idea of how long it's going to take. Mine came back I think around April time, and I had it for a little while. Didn't use it every day, took it in and out depending as usual on what bag you have. And then when I went to use it one of the days, I noticed that the gluing or the revarnishing on it was starting to come away again and starting to crack. And I'd already paid for it. The repair on it was €100 I was quoted, but when I went back to collect it I was charged 125, so I didn't really query it or question it, to be honest. But it came back fine, looked great, as I say, until I looked at it a couple of days later, a couple of weeks later I think it was, and then I noticed the gluing started to come off again. So I went in and collected it. I left it back in again in August, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, I left it back in again in August, and the 11th of August to be precise, and it came back end of September. So I went into my essay on Saturday to collect it, and the store was crazy busy. Loads of people around, so it's just one of those places that everyone always loves and will always go back to, Louis Vuitton. So, and when it came back again, there was a charge on it, which I was not paying for, to be honest, considering I had paid €125 and only had it a couple of weeks before I noticed it again. So there was no charge with it. So when it came back, they even give you, they've done this before, they give you the little Louis Vuitton bag, and they give it to you, comes back in the little Louis Vuitton pouch, so it gives you a spare one. And this is the Sarah wallet I have. Now I have this, I think, about 7 years, and for the first couple of years I did use it every day, probably for a long time, unless I was going out in the evenings and I had a smaller bag. That would have been the only time that I would have changed to a smaller wallet, so it would have been my everyday go-to wallet. And as you can see, it's not in really bad condition. I still have the gold brass here, nothing is kind of faded. The zip has slightly faded in colour, but everything else, I have a little bit of wear on the cards. You know, when you pop them in, they kind of swell out a little bit, but that happens to most wallets. Them ones are not too bad. And as I say, everything else is perfect. But it was here, which I've noticed a lot of people are saying about the Matisse as well, that this is kind of cracking. So here was really bad. Here, and the stitching as well had started to come away on one of the sides. I think it could have been here as well. So I'll just give you a close-up and you can see how well they actually re-varnish, re-glue, and any stitching that needs to be done is done very well. And when I got it back, it was here as well, it started to come away. So these seem to be the problem points. This one here and here. But at least, you know, if anything does happen like this to any of your Louis Vuitton pieces, you can get them redone. So both of my sides were done. And I feel since it came back this time that it is actually a lot thicker. Do they call it revarnishing? Yeah, complete revarnish and restitch. So I do feel the second time that this has come back, the quality and the craftsmanship this time around is totally different. I should have actually taken a picture beforehand. I know it's on my Instagram page, so I must actually have a look and see. It just looks and feels different. It actually doesn't feel as thick. When I got it back the first time, it was really, really thick, the glazing on it. It kind of felt a bit odd, as if it wasn't right. They'd overdone it, if that makes sense. But this time around, hopefully now I won't have any more problems for a long time. I mean, I do expect them to last when you pay that kind of money. I think these are, I think about 470 perhaps now. It was only 300 and something I think when I got it, but as you know, with the price increase, they constantly go up, and I don't even know if they do the Sarah one anymore. I think it's more the envelope shape now that they do. But that's it, guys, just to let you know that if you have anything in Louis Vuitton where you find that the edging of it is starting to fray or starting to come away from it, it can be done. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks, and you do get text messages and information letting you know when it's back and when it will be back in store. So that's all for today, guys. I'll have some more videos coming up during the week. I've been crazy busy. Went to Amsterdam, and thanks to everyone for watching the video and the lovely comments on that video. But I have I'll be able to do my Louis Vuitton collection this week, and I have some hauls as well and a couple of other collections I'm going to do. And again, guys, thanks for all your support, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.